Okay, my wonderful people, viewers and subscribers, please, I want you to just listen very attentively to this message here. Not really.
He's using Biafra for his nonsense politics. Like, I love what Rufai said here. Rufai really blast or tackle him in a way that he deserves. Yes, because enough is enough. Can you imagine? Devuma, he's saying that Tinubu.
Okay, my people, don't let your heart be troubled, okay? Like I will always say, just give me 5 minutes of your time. Let me just drop my own hint. And then I will direct you to the video. You will watch the video completely after me. The reason why, despite the fact I have said something about this video before, but the reason why I'm bringing this video once again is to tell you that anywhere you see Rufai Hussein of Arise TV, please just give him the flower and the praises he deserves. Sorry for the gaffe. I'm still going through on the internet. Listen to me and listen good. I am still going through on the internet. Let me see at least Ofu, a spokesperson in all the whole political parties. Okay, let me use Andy Okonkwo of Living in Bondage, Kenneth Okonkwo, as example. Who talks too much? Who feel that he knows how to talk? Therefore, he made all these assertions. I have been looking for him to grant interview, to lambast Dave Umahi. He didn't do it. But he's waiting to lambast, what they call him, Peter Obi. But I am not here to fight for Peter Obi. But the reason why, let me repeat myself again, I brought this video to us here, is to let you know that somebody somewhere is fighting the battle that we, our able-bodied men, are supposed to fight. Anywhere you see Rufai Hussein, please, I beg you, whether in Nigeria, outside Nigeria, in Biafra land, my brother, greet him like a king. That guy deserves a title from Igbo land. Yes, he's a Yoruba man. Yes, we have this mindset that they can never be trusted. At least, you can as well agree with me with his compatriots there, called Abiati, that look like a monster. Look at the kind of statement he's making. Try to justify what this Dave Umahi said. We know him. We know that he is for Tinubu. We know that he is the highest ethnic bigotry in journalism. Is Rufai Hussein, Ruben Abiati, and that of Ebayo Ononuga. These two guys, they are one-on-one. They are working side by side. Forget about Abati is not in the cabinet of Tinubu, but he is working for Tinubu. If not, how can you begin to justify what he said? That he said Tinubu is his messiah. And Rufai was there trying to direct you that look at what this man is saying, which is very, very bad. Exactly what I was saying. That millions of people that died in the course of the civil war and are still dying to tomorrow is Tinubu we have been fighting for all this while. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is suffering in detention. Okay, if Tinubu is the Biafra we are looking for, then why is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu still in detention? Why not Tinubu to go and bring him out? Or rather, Umahi, go and bring Nnamdi Kanu out and tell him, my brother, go home, your sins have been forgiven. Tinubu is what you have been fighting for. Tinubu is the reason why they put you here. Now this Tinubu is here, and I'm sure that everything you have been laboring for is here already. So please, go back home. Can we hear that? There's nothing of such. Simply because you want to play politics. Then you are using the blood of the innocent people. You were 7 years, beginning of this war and the ending of the war. Sorry, you were 4 years when the war started. At the end of the war, you are 7 years. So that your 7 years is when you know that in 2026, that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the one that they fought. Because your parents hide you in sack and took you to cross border and enter Maiduguri. Because Abakaliki have boundaries. You can as well agree with me that this is the more reason why we always call Abakaliki people Ndawasa. Because there's no any difference between Dave Umahi and Shegumi. Please let me just take few comments and then I will allow you to watch the video from beginning to the end and then drop your own thoughts at the comment section of this video. I will take more of your time, but please forgive me. He said, Chimes, he said, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and comment. Ikechukwu said, none like Hosseini on Nigeria journalism, the fearless and outspoken person that have ever fighting for this Biafra. Vidali Sokolo said, it be like Abachi they collect cake from presidency. He just they dance one leg. Abachi is a bigot. So don't even give me that look. Abachi is a bigot, we all know. Ikechukwu said, whether the figures are right or not, did I hear Abachi say this? To Fiakwa. Obiora Nweke say, Rufai journalism is characterized by boldness, fearless, freedom, truth, integrity, etc., etc. More grace to you, sir. And according to Prince Samuel Savior, say, repeat after me, Peter will be my next president. Hillary Kenechukwu said, make on catch a batch for me. Just leave him for me. I will date with him. Goda said, what I heard was Bola, not Bola. Ha 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 ha. Justice Sylvester, the last, just ask Umahi how much per kilometer of road and see him fight. Yes, he will see him fight because you ask him, you want to find out the truth. Anyway, I will not waste much of your time. Please, watch this video from beginning to the end. You will hear the argument of Abati, the argument of Rufai Hosseini, and the argument of Mayo. Then, in your own cleanness of heart, let me know what you think at the comment section of this video, because you must surely have something to say. Yes, I have talked too much, but I said it earlier on that you are going to give me some minutes of your time. So please, if you cannot watch the one I talk, just scroll the message down to 7 minutes or 6 minutes, and then you can continue watching the rest of the video. Just like others will always say I talk too much, but when something with the talking too much, because I say so my people, I beg, enjoy the rest of this news and make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Please follow us on all our social media handles, and my God must surely bless you in all ramifications. Have a nice day. Please watch that video, and thanks in advance for watching.
Honestly, this is unacceptable from Dev Umahi, who is now using Biafra for his nonsense politics. Like, I love what Rufai said here. Rufai really blast or tackle him in a way that he deserves. Yes, because enough is enough. Can you imagine Dev Umahi saying that Tinubu is the Biafra the Southeast has been looking for? Like, how, my people? Can Dev Umahi do his dirty politics? Even he can also call Tinubu his messiah, but can he please not mention Biafra, because Igbos will not accept it? Yes, like Rufai Hosseini really said a lot of things here. This video is a must watch. Please share and also like the video. Leave your thoughts in the comment section.
Nigerians are reacting to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's victory after he dominated the APC presidential primaries across Nigeria over the weekend, defeating sole challenger Stanley Osifo in landslides. The president swept through Rivers, Sokoto, Delta, Imo, and other states. But in Ebonyi State, where Tinubu polled 207,579 votes, the Minister of Works, David Umahi, made a statement that has gone viral, sparking controversy. Well, here's what he said during the primaries. The Minister of Works, standing in Ebonyi, holding Tinubu posters, told the crowd of supporters that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the Biafra that Igbos have been looking for. Let's take a look before we come back for a discussion.
Tinubu is the Biafra we have been looking for. A man who has integrated the entire Southeast. Yes, sir. A man who has given us juicy appointments. Yes, sir. A man who has given us very important infrastructure. Yes, Bola, on your money we shall stand. On your money we shall stand. On your money, Bola, on your money, Bola, on your money we shall stand. Let us see to other presidential aspirants.
It's real, I mean, 11 million votes almost. Well, this video has racked up thousands of views online, and reactions are mixed. Umahi is arguing that Tinubu has fulfilled what the Southeast has long sought: integration into national politics through appointments and infrastructure. He's saying the fight for Biafra was about inclusion, recognition, and development, and that Tinubu is delivering that. But some Igbos online are pushing back. They're saying appointments and roads aren't Biafra, that the people who died fighting for self-determination weren't dreaming of ministerial positions. The question remains, is integration the same as self-determination? Dr. Abati, that's a question I'm posing to you.
Okay, no, let's put it like this. My understanding of it is that Minister Umahi, who is known as a major promoter, supporter, fan of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, was speaking in a figurative manner. When he says what Biafrans are looking for, Tinubu has already provided in terms of infrastructure, in terms of, progress in eastern Nigeria. I don't think he's saying Tinubu is a member of MASOB or he's supporting the idea of, Biafra succeeding from Nigeria. He is saying, in my view, that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is promoting development in the Southeast. He is saying that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is promoting inclusion in Southeast Nigeria. He is saying that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is rehabilitating the Southeast. And it's not the only person who over the weekend, in the course of the presidential primaries, spoke like that. I think the Deputy Speaker, Honorable Benjamin Kalu, what is that state now? Abia.
In Abia State.
Abia State spoke in similar manner. In fact, in his own case, he had people queuing behind him, and then he had one person standing the other side, apparently representing that courageous guy. What's his name? Stanley Osifo.
Oh, you call him courageous? Wow.
He's quite bold. Let's use the word bold. And he said, well, that other man standing there, only in Waka. I don't know him. And then they were counting people standing behind Benjamin Kalu, and they counted a lot of people. So, this is just a reflection of the kind of support that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was able to secure in the Southeast during the presidential primaries. And Vimba here brought a graph, a map, which showed that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in fact, got more support from the Southeast, either in Ebonyi or Abia, than he got in the Southwest. Whether those figures are correct or not remains to be seen, because in the Benjamin Deputy Speaker case, we saw that the counting, in fact, the man was counting, jumped from 110 to 7,000.
We have it. We have it. Of course, I sent it to you. All right. Before I come to you, Rufai, meanwhile, in Abia State, yet another video of irregular vote counting was caught on camera in Bende Ward. But this time, the counting was done in the presence of Deputy Speaker Benjamin Kalu. The video has sparked outrage, as Kalu also serves as a coalition officer for the state at large. Let's take a look.
Two candidates. One is my candidate, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The other man there, I don't know him. Only in Wakakom. So please, those who came to monitor this election, over to you. You can come. Don't need to be speaker. Just I know.
Somebody got it. All right, the counting is starting now. Number one, yeah. Number two. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, now somebody should take over this counting. 11. 1011.
1012, 1013, 1014, 7,110.
Oh, this party said 7,000. It was right in that clip. From 1,000 to 7,000. I mean,
7,115.
You got the number. 7,115. I mean, what is going on, Rufai? I mean, as we speak, the Deputy Speaker has not publicly commented on this clip, but he's a coalition officer for Abia State. He's responsible for the integrity of the entire primary. And he's standing right there while numbers are being skipped. Now, skipping numbers is illegal. It's fraud, like what the INEC chairman has said. We've seen videos like this from several states. The danger is normalization. When irregularities become routine and officials say nothing, elections lose credibility. Benjamin Kalu knows what credible elections look like. So, Rufai, why is he presiding over
Do you
this?
take this?
Why?
Do you take what they are doing called election? Is this
What
election?
is it?
Seriously?
It's not election.
Wait, you see.
Like I said the other day, I thought it was a skit.
You know, it's a skit. The funny part for me is now, and I think I want to abuse that narrative here. Mm-hmm. Please, this is never going to be a pretext for what's going to happen in the next election. Because if they are now saying that if President Tinubu gets 11 million within his own party, that means he can't get anything less than that. That's a bad narrative. That's a pretext for rigging. Anybody that repeats that narrative is part of rigging in this country. That person should be dealt with. These are no elections. We're just checking the number of Ibai and I. Are you telling me 91% of registered member in that political... That's why I asked something like that question. If 11 million people voted for president, you're saying 91% turnout. Which election has 91% turnout? In a democracy where we have less than 20% turnout. So anybody that is repeating that narrative that it shows that President Tinubu is not going to get anything less than a million votes is part of those rigging in this country. And people like that should be condemned and be abused. Because this is a pretext for rigging in the next election. And INEC, Shan, you know INEC chairman, you have not still independently put yourself forward for independent auditors to forensically look at your own Twitter handle with that case. You know, we are still looking at that matter. These are the things we'll say after the election. Secondly, Oji, please, with due respect, Mr. Umahi can support Tinubu any way he wants support. But I think it's a stretch on the over 3 million people that died, the children that were kwashiorkored, the people that were pained, the 10,000 people that were dying of famine on a daily basis, to now say President Tinubu is the Biafra they are looking for.
No, he's the Messiah of Biafra.
He's the Messiah of Biafra, whatever I say.
Inclusion, development,
no, Dr.
progress,
Dr.
development.
He should have just kept Biafra out of it. He can hype Tinubu all he wants. But Biafra is a sore point for Igbo people. I have friends that were child soldiers during the war. Please, let's not go there. It's a sorry part. A lot of them are still angry with General Gowon and what he wrote in the book. And the book he recently released.
Most of those people have not read the book.
No, they have read the book. They have read the book. And a lot of them are still feeling very hard done. And these are witnesses to history. It didn't happen behind them. I'm saying child soldiers. People that went through the pain. And
like
I think
it
is very sad. No, I'm not talking about Sonny Roche. So you don't even know
a child soldier.
No, so you don't even know who I was talking about. So that was somebody else. It's not even Sonny Roche. So I think it is very despicable and sad for us just to mitigate the plight of Biafra and what happened there. And you see, Hoji, we have never taken our time to review what happened in Biafra. Atonement for Biafra is just more than no victor, no vanquish. It is deeper than that. Atonement is not in political rhetorics and political positions here and there. No. Just after the war, we had the top political parties ceding their vice presidential position to somebody from the southeast. We all know how, Alex Ekweme, prominent architect, became the vice president of Nigeria. But that's not atonement. Atonement is a full sense of belonging. And that's why a lot of people are agitating and say, an Igbo presidency might just be a step in the way. So it's a deeper conversation, and let's not mitigate it on the bounds of politics. You can hype Tinubu, you can say he's your God Almighty, you can lick his foot, you can do anything. But when you start to mention Biafra in that way, it loses me, please.